Okay, there's a couple things that I didn't mention, nor did I have time for to talk about before. Okay, first off, I'm not gonna lie to you. For some people who are interested in taking martial arts, don't be surprised if the teachers are kind of tough. I mean, not all of them are, but just a couple of them might be the kind of really tough, do it strong sort of teachers. I'm not entirely sure how to explain it, but some of the teachers will be really tough and you'll need to do pretty good. But when you start out, obviously, they go easy on you. In fact, I'm not going to mention names, but one of my teachers was kind of tough, and I kept getting frustrated because I thought he was constantly getting frustrated with me. But I think it's just because he's just a tough guy, and trying to make sure everything goes well and all that. In fact, I got a few bruises, and also because of getting pushed around a little bit by one of my teachers, I thought about quitting, but the next day I felt really stupid. I kept thinking to myself, no way, I'm not gonna quit, because I have a goal here to get my black belt, and also to learn a few more weapons techniques too. Yeah, I'm seeing this through to the end, no matter what. And I have friends there too, so that makes it worth it. Yeah, just like high school too. I mean, some things can be pretty tough, but you can easily get through it if you try to. And having friends there really helps because some of them stand by you, and some of us are really close. Yeah, we all get along really well in Taekwondo class. Like we're all pretty close friends. Yeah, that definitely makes it worth it, and some of us are able to crack a few jokes in a good way that doesn't allow us to get in trouble for it. Usually it's just the subtle things that make some people laugh. Yeah, that's definitely able to help when we do things like exercises that get really hard. Yeah, like sometimes when one of us will have sore muscles, one of us will do some sort of it hurts in a really like funny way, but not like too big of a joke. Yeah, so just sort of pace yourself when it comes to things like that. And yeah, I would have definitely regretted it if I had quit, because then what would it have been for? You know, like I definitely want to just keep going through it, get my black belt, keep going with my training. I've already gotten through 2 years. I think I can get through a few more. In fact, after first degree black belt, there's a few more. Like the way we're taught in classes that um let's see, how do I explain this? You know how in high school sometimes um if you're a senior you get told this quite a bit, but they say that when you graduate it's not the end, it's a new beginning. That's the way it is with the black belts too. There's a few black belts, and right after that is another level of training, which I'm really looking forward to. And for me and most of my friends, our black belts are already ordered and displayed in the school. Yeah, they all hang on a wall right above our heads on some sort of rack. There's a couple dozen of them. And yeah, mine's up there too. Yeah, the first time I saw it, I'm thinking, okay, I can't quit now, and I'm not gonna. Yeah, because that would just be kind of weird to get this far and then go back. If you want to know how many belts there are, um I think for some people they get a few more of those belts with the gold stripes than the black ones. I'll just tell you how far that I've gotten. First, white, orange, yellow, camouflage. Yep, camouflage. It's a really cool pattern on the belt. Green, purple, blue, and then the decided blue belt with the gold stripe, and then a recommended brown belt, the decided brown belt, and now the recommended red belt, which I have now. And I told you the other ones before in my last blog. So yeah, I'm definitely having a good time with Taekwondo, and I would not trade it for anything if I was given the choice. Definitely not. Yeah, it's part of what's made me into what I am today. Like, I don't mind exercise so much anymore, and I guess I'm a bit more agile, and obviously a bit stronger. Yeah, if I keep doing stuff like push-ups and lifting weights, then, oh yeah, also soon enough I'll probably be able to pull back a longbow. Yeah, that's another one of my goals. One of my other goals, like concerning martial arts, I wanna see if I can do a split when I get one of my black belts, at least. Yeah, that's one of my goals. I definitely like doing stretches. Like, sometimes, during the last few minutes of class, like, at school, when everyone's lining up at the classroom door waiting for the bell to ring, sometimes I'll just put one of my feet on one of the classroom desks just to stretch out my leg, and because I'm a bit bored. Yeah, it really helps. And a lot of times I like to just work out my arms, like bicep curls with weights, because my legs are stronger than my arms because we do kicks a lot. In fact, a couple times during class we would do this warm-up where one of us would lean against the wall and we would be in partners. Like, let's say I was leaned against the wall and I had to put my right foot on my partner's shoulder, and my partner would have to stand up, like, slowly until my leg won't stretch any further. Yeah, there's a couple of those, like, sometimes we'll have our legs going forward or sideways when we do it like that. So they're usually known as the front kick stretches or the side kick stretches. Yeah, and one problem with board breaks is that a bunch of times we'll do strikes with hands and they hurt. Yeah, I like doing board breaks with kicks better because they're stronger and they don't hurt as much. Like, one time I had to do a board break where I was supposed to strike it with this part of my hand here. I was supposed to go something like this, and I felt like I was about to break my thumb if I did it any more tries. You get a few tries to do a board break. I can't entirely remember what happened after that. I don't know if I ended up doing a different board break. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I ended up doing a different one. But yeah, overall, it's really good. Yeah, definitely a lot of fun, and the cool thing is, well, for me at least, when the gym's empty, some of us will have like a minute or so to do some stuff. Like, a few times some of my friends, one at a time, might get tested for something right after class ends when everyone else is leaving. And I like to use after class time to practice with my staff because it's a little easier in the gym because I'm more used to the mats that cover the floor and the space that I have. Like, if I just do it outside, my staff will get, I don't know, a bit more dented and covered with dirt. Yeah, my staff definitely has some dents in it from when we do drills with staffs. We don't do them all that much, but we do some. And at least that shows that it's being used right, you know? And not just as some display item, like it's really being used as a weapon. And it's black, so it doesn't show up all that good. In fact, dents don't usually show up really good unless you look really carefully or if they're really big. Okay, so that's just about all I have to say on the subject of Taekwondo. Oh, And one more thing. I know this is kind of off topic, but with me getting through some things like high school and some of the tough spots in Taekwondo, um, some of us might get really frustrated and think too much of things like that. I mean, not just Taekwondo, some random things like in the real world that might get you really pissed off. Um, some of the little things, some of the big things, it depends on how sensitive some people are. But this sort of philosophy I've lived by for over a year that I heard from Lord of the Rings is all we have to decide is what to do with the time that's given to us. Yeah, I first heard that quote from the first Lord of the Rings film, and I'm thinking, you know what, that's right. I'm not gonna waste it. It's our choice. Like with everyone, the what to do with their lives is their choice alone. Yeah, and around that time, that was when I was just hating school, like all the way. Couldn't be any worse in my head. But I heard that quote and I sort of changed my mind completely. That's one of the things that had the biggest impact because I kept thinking to myself, what I have to do with my life is my choice. The time that I have and what I'm going to do with it. And I'm not going to waste it hating school because, you know, me and just about everybody on this earth is only going to be alive for so long. You're not going to want to waste it, are you? Yeah, that's one reason why I encourage, like, living life the best you can. Like, trying to put some of your goals into action and just doing some of the things you wanted to do. And, like, for some people, just learning how to drive, perfecting a new skill. Like for me, one of my goals is to get my, actually, a few of my goals are to get my black belt and to be able to pull back a longbow. Yeah, those are some examples, and I definitely want to use the time that I have to fulfill some of my goals, as everybody should. Yeah, so definitely think about it when it comes to things like that, because it's definitely true. Yeah, that's one of the, believe it or not, that's one of the most useful pieces of information I have that I've learned in the last couple of years. Definitely the most useful. It has a big impact and it's very influential in a good way, because it really sort of just tells people to live the way they want to and not like the way someone else will tell them to, or to not just waste it, because all the, what we have to decide is what to do with our time. Yeah, so for those of you who don't typically live by that, you definitely should, because some people don't know that until they're really old and they have already lived their life as far as they can. So definitely consider that little piece of advice.